Hello everyone, welcome to another week's video. This week again I thought I would do something a little bit different. I wanted to keep on the trend from last week where I presented my 2014 sketchbook about 2014-2015 with all the cat covers. So I had all of these sketches from high school. So keeping on this trend of old art, I thought I would present some of my old artwork from 2015, 2016, and I think 2018 and 2017. So I thought I would present some of those for you guys today, and we can go through them one at a time. So starting off with 2015 here. I did a lot of fan art. Here's some Quicksilver from Marvel, Storm, Spider-Woman. This is Pegasus from the Hercules movie in Disney. Some really random, like this was like a tiny little feather. These are some character designs that I had done. A lot of markers at the time. I think I had about 3 or 4 fancy markers that I was using most often, and I would draw a lot with those. This is some watercolors here and some just Sharpie pen. This is Kira from the Atlantis movie. Awesome movie, by the way. I really liked her face tattoos. Why So Serious Joker with a permanent Sharpie marker. Nightwing. This is, I believe, from Thundercats. I think it's Chitara. I believe that's her name. But yeah, so. Megara from Hercules. Again, I really love the Hercules movie. This was just a quick reference. I think it was supposed to be some kind of baby bull, but beginning with watercolors and some colored pencils in there. Eevee from Pokemon, so just a quick little sketch, and then I had some chemistry notes in the back, but Eevee. Here I have a couple of elephants in watercolors. Princess Amidala from Star Wars, but this is actually from 2018, so this is in the wrong pile, but just a quick pen sketch of Princess Amidala. Random couple with wings, practicing watercolors at the time. I've gotten a lot better at watercolors since. This was a little bit more random. This is Cloak and Dagger, and Dagger was coming out of Cloak's transportation cloak. This is a cutout. Let me just grab a piece of paper. This is a cutout from Catwoman that I did based on reference. I think I pretty much copied that reference though. This is Mother Talzin, or I think I'm saying that wrong, but this is from the Star Wars Clone Wars. She was one of the sisters from Dathomir, and I think she was a leader, but I really liked how this one turned out actually. A little Deadpool. Heath Ledger as the Joker, just a floating head. Random eye with some texture underneath. A Jedi that has 2 lightsabers, And there's like some, I think I was using some shiny pens there. The Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland, but the new version from the movies. I think it was a live action remakes. I actually really like the watercolors. I like the little like openings, but the layering could use some work, definitely. Starfire, and this is the remake that I did from this drawing in the sketchbook from last week. So this is the drawing that I was talking about, the redraw that I did. This was like an original character, but she's from the Togruta race in Star Wars. I love Shakti and Ahsoka Tano from Star Wars, so this was my inspiration for her. A while back, well in 2015, there was like this "Why So Serious" but in the Joker face, so this is my version of that. A random poodle with glasses. A lot of these have not been shown anywhere else. Random wing. This was a commission piece that I did, but the original was obviously gone to the buyer. This was like a printout of the original artwork that I had done. Really washed out. I just wanted a reference of what I had known, of what I did. I just wanted to have that, but yeah, so really bad drawing. And that's the end of 2015 there. We're going into 2016 now. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, so in these I did the Zodiac. I did the 12 Zodiac, and these are some. This was the Virgin, Virgo. I believe this is Capricorn. Just kind of like the tail. Gemini, I believe, and this was like the women, and she was like, they were like hooking arms. A random torso. Azula from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Definitely gotten a lot better at layering and choosing colors as well. This is Ahsoka from Star Wars in her older version. Sonic, and then I cut out his hand because then it would do kind of like a 3D effect, but Sonic the Hedgehog. Harley Quinn with Margot Robbie playing her. So this, I had just seen Suicide Squad and I wanted to just draw her quickly, so I just took a really old, like battered piece of watercolor paper that I'm just using as a base, and I just sketched her really quick with some pens. The Beast from Beauty and the Beast at Disney. I actually kind of like the petals, and I think I did a decent job with the shading. But yeah, I kind of like this one. I'm not going to talk about that because that was a school project. This is Magdalena from the comic books. At least it's my version of her. Eyes, I drew a lot of eyes. So a couple of eyes in different mediums. I don't remember where this is from. If you guys know, leave me a comment down below, but pretty sure it's a video game. But I am not sure. And I didn't write it on the back. Typically I usually write the names of the characters that I draw on the back, but that time I did not. Okay, So now we're going into about 2017 and 2018. They're gonna be kind of mixed up, but here goes. Random little one-line kind of art piece. This was actually a painting that I did at an art convention, and it was made with paints that would only show up on black backgrounds. So I was going for like a peacock feather for this drawing, and they're all metallic and they were really cool paints to use. Again, a character from Star Wars, at least really bad version of it, but I like the penmanship. It's just the face was kind of weird. These ones, I think the next couple, I've shown them recently on my Instagram, but this is Catwoman meets Totoro, because he's just a big cat. So I thought it was kind of funny. My old version of Raven with a lot of gel pen, but Raven from the Teen Titans. I think I would like to revisit that one eventually. Blue Beetle. This is interesting because here what I did for the suit like effects, I would layer on wax crayons directly onto the paper, and then I would paint on top. So the beauty of wax crayons is that it repels the water and it leaves these really cool white marks. I use it for bark when I'm painting bark, or when I'm painting sometimes metals, because it leaves really cool effects. Also, oil pastels will have a similar effect. So oil pastels and crayons will have this kind of texture, and it's really, really cool to experiment with those. But this is Blue Beetle. This is Swamp Thing, and again I use the crayons. So in the background, this line, and then the white from him is also using just a white crayon. Don't use any colored crayons, because if not, you're gonna see the color of it appear. A random little woman that I did. This is a really bad Mystique. I did some really terrible bug eyes, but it was a really quick sketch. Geralt of Rivia from the Witcher series. I think I kind of screwed up his face, but I kind of like his suit. I like how that kind of turned out. This is supposed to be the Silence from Doctor Who, although it was really just a rough sketch, just me having fun. Again, me having fun, just drawing an elephant head and practicing with some pens, just a ballpoint pen. I don't remember where I had seen this, but I had seen someone draw the Nightcrawler, and then I was very inspired to do my own. So I just kind of like did pools of watercolor and in the colors that I wanted, and then I drew in the lines afterwards, so it would have this kind of appearance where he was appearing and disappearing. So I thought that was pretty cool. I liked it so much that I drew him again. So I drew him twice, and this was the second version of it, just kind of appearing. A Supernatural kind of tribute where I did Dean and Sam separated down the middle with the Supernatural like tattoo, the protective symbol. Again, I was just working on pens, but it did. Now looking back on it, I'm not too happy with it, but it's there. This one I actually kind of like how this one turned out. This is Darth Maladi from Star Wars. She is one of the dark characters that they created. So she was one of the badass female characters. Just gonna turn these around. There we go. A little Charmander sleeping. I think this is supposed to be Poison Ivy, but I just kind of abandoned it. I had just gotten new papers. I wanted to test out the line art on paper, but I liked how the flowers were, but I didn't like the rest of it. I think I kind of went overboard. A little Charmander that just doesn't look like a Charmander. It looked more like kind of an anthropic Charmander, so I kind of scrapped this one, but I like the fire. Really bad version of Celebi, again from Pokemon, holding some blueberries here, so kind of special. I think I was inspired by Fathom, Michael Turner's art, so really big eyes, but I don't really like how this turned out either, so I just kind of put it with the extras. Random Star Wars head from, his name escapes me, but another Star Wars character. And this is an original character from a D&D game that I'm playing. She's a like magma kind of person. I don't remember the name of the race specifically, but we mixed it's a Genasi. So we mixed a fire elemental Genasi with an earth Genasi, and we kind of like combined the traits and it became this character. Her name is Ignacio. So this is the D&D character that I have. Yeah. I'm just gonna get those out. So this is the last little pile that I have for you guys today. It's just some random cutout pieces that I had done. And I've just kind of like put everything together. So this is kind of like the pile of random art that never became really anything. So here we go. This is Vampirella's head. I plastified it to make a bookmark out of it, but it's a little Vampirella head. This is a random character. I think I named him just Scully because he's a skull. I thought it was funny. I have a couple more of these in different backgrounds, so I was more testing pens and backgrounds for these. This is from an anime. It was a request from a friend back in high school. I actually like how this one turned out. I think I didn't do anything with it, but it's kind of like a little card. Random character with an eye patch. These were some Pokemons that I did. Teddy Ursa, I believe. And I plastified them so I would have them as bookmarks. So I did these with wax crayons. That's Teddy Ursa. This is the Holy Trilogy, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Charmander, the first starters in Pokemon. You guys all know who those are. Pichu. And I think last one I have a Togepi. This is a random eye with some leaking watercolors, so I think I was just testing out watercolors and I was having fun. This is Catra, from She-Ra and the Princess of Power, so the old version of Catra. This is my last name drawn by a friend of mine. The random little Deathly Hallows symbol. A character from, I want to say Magic the Gathering, but I'm not too sure about this character. But this was done with wax crayons. I was again having fun. I actually do enjoy using wax crayons. They're relatively fun. I'm just gonna grab a piece of paper to show you guys more clearly these cutouts. Random little blue lady that I did. Kind of like a bubble. This wasn't actually one of my pieces. I went to an art camp one summer, and one of my counselors called Christine did this for me. It was based on a bookmark that I really liked. So she just drew it, and then I painted it in with some watercolors, a couple of light washes, but she did the artwork. Ninetails from Pokemon. Tiny little Spider-Man chibi. He's like kind of like just holding off of his webbing. But if you turn him upside down, he looks super ugly, but then you turn him back upside. He's like kind of cute. The power of perspective. Another Mystique drawing. This was another one of the Zodiac signs. A little cat that I did in watercolors and inks. This was the Leo Zodiac from the back, and then I cut out the rest because I didn't like it. Now this is some, oh, this is really old. Okay, this doesn't even belong here, but this is from 2008. This was an original character that I did, kind of like a magical girl. And I think I want to revisit this someday, at least the design, and then I redrew it in 2017 to see how it would look, and I think I'll redesign it again. And then the last piece for today, I have a Poison Ivy and Swamp Thing kind of like mashup that I was working on. I never finish it. I don't think I plan on finishing it just because it was taking so much time, and I had drawn each and every little detail, and then I did the line art for each and every detail, and then I wasn't satisfied with it, so I decided to just leave it and not retouch it. But that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for following along with all of the random pile of art that I had prepared. If you guys like these kinds of videos, let me know in the comments below. If you guys would like to see more artwork, more variants, and more sketchbook tours, let me know as well. And we'll see you guys next week with another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to check out some of these artworks, I have them up on my Instagram as well, so just follow it, Night to Art, and see you guys next week. Bye.